Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a bench press day, and yeah, I'm definitely getting leaner at this point. Strength is definitely not where I'd like it to be. I'm going to make a very active effort to get the food in today. I underate a little bit yesterday, ate less than I intended, and I came in today in the 315. This is the worst set I've had in a while. But there's a couple things going on. Number one, my chest was not recovered. I had DOMs. My pec still had DOMs from the Thursday's work. So a couple things that we need to remember here. Number one, got to get more food in. Got to get those carbs up. Okay. Number two, I've just added additional high rep work. It's not uncommon for strength to go down initially as we adapt to this. And I think what people have to remember, when we're gaining muscle, we're not gaining strength in the weeks that we're gaining the muscle or we're stimulating it. And this is stuff that I've always tried to explain to people. When you make changes to your accessory work, if you PR only a week later, it's not the new accessory work that caused it. Because we're usually hitting strength PRs based upon work we did 3 or 4 weeks ago. Okay? Once those gains have kind of solidified, we've adapted to them. So that being said, if I'm stimulating new muscle growth last week, this week, things like that, especially if I'm still adapting and getting used to the new volume, I'm not going to PR. Strength, in fact, may take a hit. If I can continue to do all this additional hypertrophy volume, and I can get the food in and the sleep to recover from it, and that's really going to be the take home. And if I don't get the food in, I'm just going to get leaner. So I'm going to end up with better body composition out of it. So it's kind of a win any way you break it down. So any way you look at it, I'm going to win here. But I feel like at this point, even if I get the food in with the nature of my diet, everything else that I'm doing, I'm probably just going to keep getting leaner. I'm probably going to continue to get leaner this entire summer. And once I think I get through this heat wave, once I've gotten used to all this, the hypertrophy work I am doing, because my quads are going to be an issue too, because I just now started adding the quad work. Started doing serious squatting again. I'm going to be taking the squat volumes up, which you guys will observe me doing this week. All right, I'm going to have to get the food in. My energy turnover is probably going to try to go up. I'm going to have to adapt to all of it, and that's okay. The end result is going to be, what's the end result going to be? We're going to get stronger down the road. We're going to have improved body composition, okay? But I want to be clear here. The reason I'm seeing what I'm seeing with those 315s, it is under recovery. It's the combination of my body was just like, what did you do to me when I added that extra chest volume? And then I did some high rep squatting. All right. I think my body has no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, it's like, what? Because I woke up still with some pec DOMs. And the interesting thing on the benching, I felt it entirely in the chest. I did not feel any tricep. All right, that tells me my triceps are coming along well, that the pecs are going to have to get used to this volume, and they will. I mean, that's the interesting thing. Look at the work I'm doing. It's putting a lot of work on my chest. My chest is going to grow. Chest is definitely going to grow. So I decided, just for the sake of brevity, to get these workouts flowing a little more efficiently. I'm like, look, I need to just do my seal rows in between the benching. Okay, I think that's what I need to do. Just seal rows between benching. And then this way I can superset everything, because then I don't have to set this bench up or seal rows for the dumbbells. All right, the dumbbell work, I went up 10 pounds, went up to 85s. I did like 12 plus. I kind of lost count, because I'm like, I did 12 rep sets, but I also put them into position on the first rep, so it's like, is that counting as a rep? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know how to count it. But I only did 2 sets of those. There you guys can see that left hamstring. I think it gives an indication I am losing body fat here. And we can see my left hamstring, body fat's going down. Body fat's going down. Again, gotta get those carbs in. And I think what I'm going to do at this point, it's going to be, because I got sick the other day, that didn't help. I ended up throwing up all my dinner that night. And then tried to come in and train. I actually had a decent training session, I think, considering it. I ended up throwing up. It's going to have to be very carefully selected carbs. And I think it's just going to be white rice, bananas, and then I'm going to add honey. I can't do the oats anymore. Oats are not working for me. It's making it difficult to get my calories in. So I'm going to have to bring the fiber down. And again, keep in mind, I'm trying to keep fat as low as possible. Because as I've explained to people, look, this is how you make lean gains. Keep your dietary fat crazy low. So I'm going to have to just keep ramping the carbs because my TDE is going to go up. And adding this extra quad work I'm doing, oh yeah, my energy turnover is going to go up, up, up. So again, just to avoid GI tract distress, I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to get easier to absorb carbohydrates. But I still want to get good nutritional value. I don't want to, I'm not going to just drink a bunch of garbage soda and add table sugar. At least if I'm adding honey, there's antioxidants and stuff. So I tried to mess around with the bigger dumbbell, and I'm like, this is not working. I'm just going to row with whatever I press. That bigger dumbbell was just awkward to mess with. Of course, I get like 15 reps here, but I only did 2 sets of the dumbbell work. Okay, my reason, my pecs didn't recover last time. Doing a heavy set of bench, then 3 sets of 12, I can only handle so much of this. So I'm going to have to ease into it a little slower. All right, 2 sets. Maybe next time I'll be able to go to 3. But I mean, if you guys can already see there, my chest is leaner, getting some separation you're seeing in the chest. Legs are getting leaner. And I'm losing body fat at this point. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, let's be honest here. Is that going to be better in the long term? My body composition is improving. I didn't lose any weight though. That's the thing. I still stepped on the scale at 225 this morning. So I'm not losing body weight, surprisingly enough. So body composition is improving. And like I said, I think it's going to continue to improve all summer. But I'm going to hammer hypertrophy. Now we're going to start doing more leg hypertrophy. I'm going to bring my quads back up. Because looking at how my quads looked in that footage I put up this weekend. All right, even that 5'10" squat I did, that deep, well below parallel one I was doing in that clips, look at my quads. All right, I've got to get those quads back. I got to be squatting deep like that again too. Because that was just last year. Okay. All right, get those quads back. I got to bring my pecs and triceps up with the benching. And really, I just need more quad and adductor for my squats. So I think I'll be in a good place. My deadlifts have come along great. I'm happy with the deadlift strength. So I need to just keep hammering rows, glute ham raises, reverse hypers. But it's going to be a lot of quad focus, a lot of chest pressing focus. All right. I feel like I kind of rolled those a little bit. I'm like, let's just change it up a little here and there to set. Just get different feels on the triceps. Main thing is just getting that long head hammered. And this stuff, it hammers the long head. All right, any sort of Skullcrusher. Because I'm doing all the other chest pressing, which works the lateral and medial heads tremendously. Let's finish up, get that long head built. Just going to matter when I max. And those went good. Like the final set, I ended up getting like 15. All right, the curls, I got like 20 reps on all these. All right, I'm using these same dumbbells and my curl strength's going up. My biceps probably growing, probably. And I lost count. I got at least 20 reps, over 20 on the first set. Then I got like 20. Then I only squeezed out like 18 on the final one. They were just running out of steam. But considering, I started doing with like sets of 15 with this, these are going up, right? These are going up. I did finish off with a set of band press downs, but I ended up not putting it in the vlog because the vlog is over 10 minutes long already. We're getting excessively long, even trimming out footage on all this work. So some of my band work I don't put on camera. I do a little bit of rear delt work. I do some tricep work and stuff with bands. It doesn't need to be in the vlogs. It's not really main work sets. But overall, all the hypertrophy work went great today. Everything was great. I got awesome pumps. But yeah, my chest is not recovered. And I feel like it's not enough food, and it's me not adapting yet to that new volume. So I'm going to have to rectify that, especially because I know I'm going to squat volume tomorrow. I'm going to double down on get some extra bananas in, some extra white rice. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Keep moving forward, keep making those gains, and we're going to keep getting bigger, leaner, and then in the long term, it's going to make me stronger. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.